Hi, dear friends. Shakespeare was very, very wise, old soul. And when he wrote that all the world is a stage and we're mere players, it is so, so true. And there are different plays and games that happen. And now more than ever before, we can see them because we have access to so much information. And we can learn about politics and religion and celebrities. And there's so many movies and so many shows and so many different scenarios that go on, and soap operas, and then the dramas of the lives of everybody that you know. So we're in this stream of different stories and plays and games taking place. And with the internet, we know not only the politics of the country that we live in, but the other countries and what's going on in the world and what's going on here and what's going on there. And there's just so much that is begging for our attention. But what if you focus on your own life and start to see it like a movie, like Stranger Than Fiction? And then you decide what pieces from the outside you want to incorporate in your own script and which ones you want to leave out. And in a sense, like still like an artist, So this is how we selectively use the power of our attention and intention and the things that have already been created and are going on. So let's say you're watching a particular movie and you really love the romance story that goes on, but you don't like the fact that it's happening during a world war and it ends up tragically. So you say, you know what, I really love this love story, but let me reimagine a different ending and let me imagine a different setting. And you can take from another movie or from real life experience or from something a friend has told you or a book that you read. And in this way, the things that we give attention to, the things that we engage emotionally with, actually become part of our own script and story. So we really need to be careful of what we engage emotionally on a consistent basis. And if you are constantly, watching the news, happy birthday, Oliver, and being worried about everything that goes on, then you're creating more of that in your life. But if you go out on a walk and you are enjoying the sunshine and the plants and you meet somebody that has a happy dog and a smile at the dog and the person, and then that becomes part of your story, right? So we need to be very, very selective, knowing that what we give attention to and hold attention to continues to multiply and show up more in our life and manifest, so to say. And there's so much wonderful information now available, wonderful books that one can read, wonderful movies, wonderful music, wonderful art, wonderful real life stories online and in real life that we can engage with, interact with, and co create with in a sense and say, yes, universe, more of this, please. So as we go through our day, we could be, we are actually picking and choosing what we say yes to and what we say no to. And then you also can decide what kind of character you want to be. And you also don't have to play in the same movie. You can be this one character for a while, and then you can decide, you know what, I actually want to change, and invent a whole new script for yourself. And it's really helpful if you practice detachment, in the sense that not that you don't put your heart and soul in what you do and the people that you love, but you are aware that everything is temporary, and that if you want to change, if you are tired of a certain game, you're free to go and play something else and create a new script and invite new actors to join you, or join new actors yourself. And that does not invalidate the thing that you had until now and the people that you played with on the playground. They can still have fun in that game, and somebody else will come in your place, and you can go somewhere else and play with other people, because the whole idea is to have fun and have that playfulness and not take things so seriously. And that's where people get stuck, is they come to the point in the game where they're so bored, because it's just the same thing over and over and over and over and over, and it could be the greatest thing, like you could be on the top of like a multi-billion-dollar company and be super important, and everybody is uh, kissing your butt. And you have luxurious homes and everything, but at one point even that will get old, and you'll decide, you know what, I want to play something else. So you'll invent like a sex scandal for yourself, or all of a sudden you'll lose everything, or maybe you decide you want to be a philanthropist and invest money in schools and hospitals, or whatever it is that you want. Who knows, like the things that you can take it anywhere that you want to. And The possibilities are endless, always. So the thing to remember is that we're never stuck in any situation. And by the same way we manifested it, we can unmanifest it or manifest something else that we can flow into. But that requires letting go and detachment of the person that has been living in this current, which we want to make past situation or movie, so you can actually take on this new role. And actors are such a great example for this, because we can see how the actor has a steady personality, which for you would be the awareness that you're pure consciousness. But then they can play, good actors, a wide variety of roles, and they can transform from a very evil character to the sweetest, nicest character, from an older person to a younger person, from a happy-go-lucky, titty person to a very serious, um, like, let's say, what kind of word should we use? Serious and deep character with a lot of tragedy. So we can learn from them and think of life as an acting school in a sense, but not to be fake, but to just play and experiment with all the things that we can be, and develop more and more qualities, because I'm sure like when an actor plays these different characters, they learn so much, and ultimately after that their life experience is enriched through the character that they have played, in the same way that when we go and watch the movie, when a good actor has emulated a character really good, our life is enriched through feeling their emotions, and basically for a while, in a sense, walking in their shoes. So I think this is a really fascinating way to approach life, and think of your life as a movie, and uh, decide what kind of movie you're creating. Is it a comedy? Is it a tragedy? Is it like a thriller, horror, romantic comedy, a little bit of everything? And which way do you want to navigate it to? How do you want it to unfold? And don't just be like a passive spectator, but be an active character, be the main character in your life, and don't let other people decide for you what kind of role you're supposed to play, and be on the sidelines of their life. uh, but actively create your character and keep playing it. And Alexander, you're sure like a little pest. I don't know what you want me to say. I'll just say hi to you. Mm, so, yeah, tell me, Xander, let's have a conversation. What kind of movie are you playing, and what kind of actor are you in your life? Are you the main character, or are you on the sidelines? I'm waiting. I don't know what you're asking and begging for. But this is something, yeah, to consider, friends. Let's just have more fun with life and to see it as the playful thing that it is, and the ability to embody so many things. And let's be selective of what we embody, what we invite, what we engage with, how we dance through this whole movie, and also the possibility to always invent a new script, star as a whole other character, reinvent yourself completely, and just do whatever makes you happy.